Hello. So I was thinking I was going to lay another layer. Like, yes, okay? Looking at our reality is epic. It's the finished product. It's an incredible jumping off point, and that will never change. Its value is priceless. It cannot be replaced. It is just mwah. It tells us so much when you can really see it. And equally, I'll say equally, because it's such a fruitful exercise, I think personally, and you'll have to decide for yourself if it works for you, is looking at what is your self-image. How do you see yourself? There is so much programming here. And it could be something a teacher said to you, a parent said to you, something you saw in a movie and resonated with, something that happened as a kid. I know personally the amount of limiting beliefs that I've removed that now I can look at them and think, I can't believe that I took that as true, that I operated with that belief in there, and how many situations I blocked myself from and didn't allow myself to engage with because I had this belief that I was unsafe or this thing would happen. So you decide what questions come up for you, because if you sit quietly and like listen into it, like I have a self-belief that, and you just feel for it, you're gonna get what you need to get. But just to like get you started, like, are you an intelligent person? What are the opposites of that? Are you a forgetful person? Are you honest? Are you a procrastinator? Are you a strong person? Are you a fit person? Do you keep your word? What is your self-image around others? Like, are you a people pleaser? Are you successful? What is your self-image around men or around women, depending on friendships or dating or whatever? Are you shy? Are you outgoing? Like, this is endless. The possibilities are endless, and you'll have to feel into what you felt a little zing for with what I said and what intuitively came up for you. But I recommend that you just like get a pen and paper or your journal and just like write out the categories that matter to you, or just flow with it, whatever works, and see where it leads. Because once you can get the belief, and we already now know how to connect and remove emotions and use muscle testing to connect with the subconscious mind. And we only connect once we've confirmed that we're getting accurate results, because your conscious mind can say yes, and you'll muscle test leaning forward yes, it can say no, and you'll say no. You can actually change the results. So being neutral, balanced, centered, and then remembering to have some fun, because once you confirm that you're getting accurate results, you are indeed connecting to the subconscious, and this is a beautiful conversation to have with your body. And you can find out why behind things, and you can sit with it. And then once you find a belief and you're saying yes, and you're leaning forward, there's a whole video on this. I'll link it in the description, because this itself I can't explain here, because it is quite an intensive, intuitive understanding and skill. So harnessing that skill, unless you do this a different way, is just, there's nothing as beneficial as this, in my opinion. This has changed my life. So sitting with it and letting it pass through you, just state of non-resistance. And then you can, even to affirm what you do want, get into meditation, and then imagine the self-image the way you want, and speak the language of the body, which means feeling it and feeling the emotions and having that huge emotional response as it through your eyes, seeing it as if it's right now true. Maybe you're looking at yourself in the mirror, and what do you see, and picture it the exact way you want it. And imagine the images of the life you want through your eyes. And then muscle test again when you're done, and see if you're still testing positive for the limiting belief. The way I do it, the limiting belief would go no back if it's not true, and it would be yes, positive. And you can also test the thing that you want to affirm. Like, do I have a self-belief that I am intelligent? And you would go yes, because you would want to affirm that self-belief. Yes, we are all geniuses. You are a genius. You are unlimited. The pure potential of you to connect to the divine and receive these intuitive messages and live through the flow, you are not limited. So if you're seeing yourself through any of these limiting beliefs, that's part of the game. Find it, remove it, upgrade that vehicle. So you are aware and you feel different. That's how you know it worked. Because let's say you have a limiting belief that like you're not a good singer, whatever, and you believe it and you feel it and you feel that zing. Once it's gone, you can think about it and you don't feel that. In combination with the muscle testing, you have that confirmation. The zing is gone. You have relief from the feeling that caused the physical body sensations prior. It's gone. You're upgraded. So we are, in a lot of ways, a set of just programmed beliefs. And the important question is always, are your beliefs serving you? Are they leading you to the life of your dreams? Are they in alignment with who you are? Not your programs of who you are, but who you truly are, who I know you are. Are they in alignment with your highest good? And start removing what isn't. And there are other people that really dive into like progressive online intensive courses like Dr. Joe Dispenza. You've heard me say it before, because he goes in so deep into changing beliefs and understanding and talking to that left side of the brain through all of his courses so that it can relax and understand, and explaining how we become a set of programs. And he has guided meditations that really, if you feel any sort of pull to check it out, you should, because he's legendary. But back to the emotions and the thoughts and the beliefs we have about ourselves, knowing that changes everything. It is a very fruitful exercise. So have some fun. Take some quiet time, because in my opinion, this is self-care. It's not a massage. It's taking care of yourself and diving into that subconscious and how you look at yourself and removing limiting things and knowing where you're going. That will benefit you every second of every day for the rest of your life. There's nothing as great as tending to your emotional state and your emotions and removing suffering through limiting beliefs or trapped emotions and traumas and things like that, and just working through it. It's the ultimate gift of self-love. So this is how we set a future intention, and we become the person of our dreams, because we know who we desire to be, and we find our blocks, and there's no blame or shame when you find it. We see it and we remove it, everything that isn't us, and we dial in where we're going in life, because we are all capable of greatness. Okay? That means you, and that means me, and life gets to be good. So go play this game, go find the programs and go tend to them and remove things and add things and get in there and really pay attention, because once you realize that you see yourself through some of these limiting lenses, you'll see situations in your life where that belief halted you and like it stopped from playing out, and you can see it, and it's amazing. And it will heal traumas and events too, because you see it from such a place of innocence. They're like, oh my gosh, I just had this belief that I couldn't do this or I couldn't do that, and it wasn't everybody else, it was in me. And oh my gosh, I love me. And you can just remove it and start fresh with how you want, and it's incredible. So go live that beautiful day. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the other side of this conversation, and for passing it along when you think of somebody, because that is your intuition. It's not an accident. The internet can be a really quiet place, and it doesn't have to be. It can be a place for community and a place to gather, and we are not alone. So with that, I want to invite you to respond to my offering and share something in the comments to brighten somebody's day. Share an epiphany. It will get where it needs to go. And if this video was valuable to you, give it a like so I know what kind of content is most enjoyed. And I just hope you have an incredible